Well, the goal is always remains a constant. We want to win the IPL, and that doesn't change. To me, connection always matters. Being upfront with the players, making sure that you're consistent and play each game with that kind of excitement, almost as if it's the first game. Because sometimes from the outside things can look chaotic, when in actual fact, internally they're not. Well, the goal is always remains a constant. We want to win the IPL, and that doesn't change from season to season. How you do it will change according to the players you have, the strategy, depending on the venues, and depending how you want to play. Other things that remain constant are, your team culture, your values and standards. That's an absolute necessity. Seasons don't always go the way everyone wants it to go or plans it to go. Very rarely does everything, happen as it should. But that's the beauty of the IPL, and that's what makes it exciting, and that's what makes winning it such a challenge, but also such a satisfying achievement when you do get there. There is a purpose to why we all commit and say we want to go through all of this year after year after year, and to define that purpose and to have everyone buy into that. That's how you are going to win the IPL, because you are competing against 9 other sides who want to win that trophy. To be really consistent in the way we play, make sure that our decisions, our inputs into that process is of the highest quality, because at the end of the day, matches are won or lost, small moments, skill versus skill. So we have to equip our players to be in their best state mentally, physically and skill-wise, to go out there and do their best. And that's where the coaching staff have to really step up their game, make sure they give the players clarity, they challenge them in the right ways, but also ensure that they have utmost trust in us, that we are there for them and that we'll do our best by them to ensure that they have the best possible chance of first making it to the playoffs, because that's step number 1, and then kicking on from there to kind of that final hurdle. Quite a lot has happened, quite a lot of moving parts, quite a lot of things still being settled on. We've been looking forward, number 1, towards the mini auction. Got to again be really good at that and make sure that we're able to cover certain gaps or to recruit in a manner that help make our squad better, so we have more options. We've also looked at dates for camps. Our current squad can have opportunities to come and work with us and the coaches to ensure that we give them the best support possible, not just in terms of RR and what we're looking for them to be facing next season, but also in terms of their own careers in both the domestic sides and in the international side. We've also had quite a few coaching staff and staff meetings talking about all the things we have to get done. Looking forward, we've done a lot of work on our culture. We've had learning and development sessions for our coaching staff. It's been really nice to get back into the swing of things with everyone again. Looking forward to next season. I think it's been an incredibly fast learning curve for a lot of them. And I've sat and watched and admired their journeys, their growth as people, and what their characters have developed into. Because it's never an easy one, because you have so many critics around you. You're under immense pressure every time you play. Social media and the media, they watch you all the time in terms of how you're performing, what you're doing. That is an incredible test for younger players. Jaiswal, Riyan and Dhruv have handled that extremely well. They've handled it in their own ways, because they're 3 very different individuals, even though they're very close friends. But they've all handled it well, and that's the important part. And our job is to ensure that we support them at every stage. That doesn't mean that it's just always supporting them emptily by saying yes or well done to everything, but also making sure that the advice is challenging at times when it needs to be. But it always comes from a place of care and trust. All we want is the best for them. Jaiswal's journey has been inspiring, but also incredible. The level of skill he has displayed. I've watched the Test series in England, stepping up as a youngster, and he's still a youngster, even though he seems very mature, and it almost seems that he's been playing cricket for, he's always been there in this position. It just, he naturally adapts to every situation he's in. It is incredible to watch him, lead that side from the front as an opener. And that's, what I've always seen in Jaiswal. He's hungry for success. He's hungry to do well, and he knows that he has to work hard to do that, and he has to be smart, and he is all of that. Dhruv Jurel had a tough time coming in, keeping for Rishabh Pant. He's had a tough time in the IPL, but he's such a constant, steady and good character that he's able to absorb that. He's very quiet. He's not as expressive as Riyan and Jaiswal might be. There's a quiet strength in him, but I know how much playing cricket for India matters to him, and playing cricket in the IPL for Rajasthan, how much that matters to him. They learn off each other as well because they're good foils for each other. And I've enjoyed watching Dhruv because he's always bubbly. Even in disappointment, he's always optimistic. And that's a great characteristic of Dhruv. Riyan has had it really tough. When I first joined the franchise, he was batting at number 6, 7, trying to do the hardest job in T20 cricket as a finisher, and he was so young at the time. He has all the skills and the tools to be an incredible cricketer, not just for us, but also for India. And we want to put him out, but actually put him up the order and actually give him that responsibility of batting at number 4 because we know that he can do it. He did all the hard work required to be consistent in terms of his preparation in domestic cricket. Scored a lot of runs. They gave him a lot of confidence. And then he came back and he took that challenge and he did an incredible job. And then, of course, getting recognized for India and all the pressures that come with it are slightly different to franchise cricket, all of that. Again, it's been a maturing process for him. I think on Riyan, the scrutiny is going to be a little bit more because he has been kind of one of the key faces of the franchise. And that's not always been positive for him because he's brought a lot of criticism. But I think it shows, again, immense strength for him to have absorbed all of that. And I watched one of these podcasts that Riyan did when he speaks how much kind of presence Riyan has, how he thinks about the game and still come back strong. And that's what Riyan can do and will do. He'll come back stronger and stronger and stronger, wanting to do better and better. So it's been incredible watching these 3 young boys become men of sorts. Still a ways to go, I would say. They're highly talented. They're brilliant in their own right. They will get better. And that's scary when you really think about it. In terms of what they've already done. Hetmyer, Shimron, we got him in the auction. It was a tough one to decide because I really didn't know Hetty that well at that time. And I was just, talking about how do we handle him, how do we, what will he be like? Just incredible to come and watch him because he just fitted right in. He's this bubbly, lovely human being, loves his cricket, just embraced the franchise like he's always been there. And he's always been very, very genuine in his love for playing for Rajasthan Royals. And again, he came and did what Riyan did, the tough job, coming in and finishing games, facing a few balls, having to hit from ball 1. Does it with a smile, does it with incredible ability. People look at him and they think that he might not be a leader, but he is a leader. Not just a captain, but he is a leader and he knows how to bring out the best in others and support the others around him so they also get better. These players have been just incredible. I've learned so much from them and our job is to try and make sure that we support them the best we can because they've got incredible skill. They're lovely human beings. They've got great strength of character. Really looking forward to having them with us for a very long time. It's a tough one. It's exciting, it's challenging, but also, when you look at the circumstances under which it happened, it's not something that you're always joyous about. I love working with this group. I've worked with them before, and coming back into this role is going to be even more difficult at this stage. That's the nature of the job, and you got to buckle down and do your best work and be as well prepared as possible. To me, connection always matters. Being upfront with the players, making sure that you're consistent in that behavior with the players, making sure that you grow trust, and it becomes a foundation for that relationship. And once you have that, then you talk about how you can impact tactics and strategy and help decision making and inputs into the side that's going to give them the best chance of winning games and doing their best. And the other part is making sure that the environment we operate in is the best environment. Irrespective of results, we have a fantastic time in the IPL. Learn, grow, enjoy each other's company, enjoy the ups and downs of the IPL, and play each game with that kind of excitement, almost as if it's the first game. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is a great example. At his age to come, that's how I want everyone to see the game, like through the eyes of, when you were young, when you first started, why you started, you love playing this game. I want that love to stay and that passion to stay intact as we go through a season. Yeah, and it's very fair that they feel shaken and they have some worry, because sometimes from the outside things can look chaotic when in actual fact internally they're not. So there is a method to the madness, the chaos that you see from the outside. But internally, there's very rational, clear thinking behind the changes and the decisions that have happened and that have been made. The Royals fans, they're the most inspiring part of this franchise to the players and to everything that we stand for. You play for the fans. You want to entertain them. You want to give them joy. Unfortunately, we can't give you joy all the time in exactly the manner that we all want to or that you all want to. But we value the fans hugely, hugely. I can't overestimate how much we appreciate the fans. When we go out, we hear them. We see them when we drive to the ground, when we look at our socials, when we interact with them at any stage, when we play in front of them. We hear them roar, we hear their applause, and we feel what they feel as well. The ups and downs of cricket, the highs and lows, the joys, the frustrations, the disappointments. But that's what brings us close together. And that's what we share with the fans on our socials. Everything that we do, our interactions is, we feel what you feel what we feel. That love for each other, that support for each other, that respect for each other in common, that binds us. We love this game as well, so it binds us together. I know that it's been long years of waiting from 2008, and the fans keep waiting and hoping. The players keep turning up and playing, wanting the same thing. We're just very humbled and very proud to have the fans that we do have, and they've been consistent and constant in their support and love for us, and we will stay the same for you.